Each operator will have up to 5 monitors as part of their workspace environment. The first one is for call identification. When the call comes in, the caller identification will show up on this screen from their address and a turn-by-turn directions if they're calling from a land-based phone. This one is the monitor for the phone system. Everything is done on the computer. So even though we have a physical handset here, all the calls and dialing out will be done from the computer. The handset is basically as a backup in case the system goes down. This here is our computer-aided dispatch. That's the software that allows the caller to enter each call and the data as it relates to that particular situation. So in the future, if we have to pull up a call in terms of what happened, we'd have the historical information here. This one would be for our GIS ability. So once the GPS units are activated in the first responder vehicles, we would be able to display it here to include the caller information and where the first responders are located. And this final monitor is for the radio, and this is what we use to actually dispatch the first responder. Even though we would have a physical handset here, everything is done on the computer with headsets. And as you can see, we're going to have 3 keyboards here. Right now we have 2, but there's a third one with 3 mice. Again, this is just for one person. We have 12 workstations here, so we have the surge capability. In the event that the call center on St. Croix goes down, we can bring in additional staff here and take the calls from St. Croix, as well as dispatch the first responders on St. Croix. If the St. Thomas call center goes down, we have the ability for St. Croix to take St. Thomas calls, St. Thomas, St. John, and Water Island, and actually dispatch the first responders here as well. So we have that redundancy built into the system.
The training is really, really intense. It's really extensive. I think all of us should be able to take on any role after this. We should. We have really good instructors, and the class is helping each other. We have this thing now we're saying, no dispatcher left behind. So we all have each other's backs. We're all going to pass, every single one of us. We've been doing first responder. We did some emergency dispatch last week and a half. From last week, Wednesday, I think we've been doing that. Medical, fire, and police. And we did some NIMS, which is the National Incident Management System. I couldn't remember. And we did some hazmat.
My main responsibility as part of the requirements, I'm responsible for doing the medical first responder training. They're required to be medical first responder certified, and my responsibility is to prepare them, train them as medical first responders. This is to give them a broad baseline knowledge of what EMP do in the field, or what EMP does in the field, in terms of dispatching the ambulances and so forth. So they have an understanding of what's going on while the EMTs are responding. In relation to the first responder training program, first of all, it's a national certified program, national training certification program. When these folks, these personnel here have completed the training, they will go and take the national certification exam. So we'll make them national certified in accordance with the U.S. Department of Transportation training data and training curriculum for the nation.
Okay.
Second, it consists of approximately 84 hours of training, and we've been doing that on a regular basis almost every week. The first week we met for 2 days. The second week we met for 4 days, and then again 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, and so on. So we're trying to get them the training. It's a lot of information. It covers 19 chapters in one of the textbooks. They have exams, they have tests, they have practicals that they have to complete. We were involved with the same type of training in St. Croix that we did with the dispatchers over there. So we feel they get better knowledge right now, and I think they're enjoying it much better at this present time. We give them all the background of EMS and how EMS respond. We give them background knowledge of the medical legal aspects of patient care. In terms of patient care, we actually teach them how to assess a patient. We actually teach them how to treat a patient that may be having a heart attack, how to handle a patient that may be having a heart attack, strokes, etc. We teach them trauma management. And one of the best topics that they loved was when we did the emergency childhood section.